Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie, and today we're going to be talking about pumping essentials and things that you need while pumping. This is going to be part 2 of pumping essentials. I made the first video that I posted last week. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to go ahead and link it down below. So today we're going to be talking about a few more items that are definitely going to make your life so much easier while pumping. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so first things first is a Hakka. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't talk about this in the very first video because this is technically considered a breast pump. I honestly don't consider it a breast pump, but that's what it is called. Pretty much the Hakka is meant for the letdown on the other side while you're nursing. So you would put baby on one side and then you would suction this guy onto your other side to catch all the letdown. And most of the time it'll get more than just a letdown out because it does have sort of a suction and pull on it once you actually put it onto your nipple. It's honestly amazing and it's really great for catching all of your letdowns, especially if you don't want to pump on one side and feed baby on the other side. This is honestly a great thing to use while breastfeeding your baby. And I wish I had a balloon to show you guys how it'll suck onto your nipple. But if you suction it on there really well, it'll honestly pull a lot out. Like I filled this guy up to 4 ounces before while feeding Leo on the other side. So it's really great if you kind of want an alternative to an electric pump and you don't want to sit there and pump. I know a lot of people just use these exclusively and they just collect their milk like that, but I don't see myself just using this by itself. I honestly just use this whenever I'm nursing. This is the Hakka brand. Yeah, this is the Hakka brand, the original one. And then I've got this other one. It's kind of like, I guess, like a little knockoff version. I got it for free whenever I ordered some stuff from Legendary, but it does the same exact job, sucks on there just the same way and pulls everything. The other thing I really want to quickly mention about these are amazing whenever you have a clogged duct. I think I talked about it a while back in my supplements video. Whenever I did get a clogged duct, I started taking the sunflower lecithin, and then a few hours later, I had put Leo on one side and then attached this onto the side that had the clogged duct. After a while of just sitting there, out of the nowhere, I kind of felt like a big pop. And I looked down, and I'm not lying, you guys, within like 3 to 4 seconds, this whole thing filled all the way up to 3 ounces and it pulled my clogged duct out. So definitely link into a Hakka. You will love it. Next thing I was going to talk about is extra pump parts. So whatever pump you buy comes with, I believe it's like just 1 set or 2 sets of pump parts. So whenever one is dirty, obviously you can use the other, but I honestly suggest you getting an extra pair of pump parts. I got these on Amazon for the Medela, and it's by the brand Nene Supply, I don't know. But they just sell a whole bunch of spare Medela pump parts for a lot cheaper than the actual Medela brand. And they work just as well. They work just as good. And it's always great to have extra spare parts just in case your other ones are dirty or you misplace the other ones and you can't find them. Definitely get yourself a few spare parts so you can rotate them around and you don't have to sit there and wash them constantly every single time. Next thing is a water bottle. And I got this giant jug. Felix actually got it for me a while back because every time I'm pumping or every time that I'm nursing, I get so thirsty and I'm constantly thirsty, and it's ridiculous. If you're breastfeeding or if you're pumping, you know what I'm talking about. You're constantly thirsty and it feels like you can't ever have enough water. So get yourself a big jug. That way you don't have to ask people to bring you a cup of water or bring you a water bottle. You just fill this up all day and just sip on it. This is a little under a gallon. So invest in a good giant jug of water. That way you don't have to constantly ask for water bottles. The next thing I was going to suggest is a Swaddle or a nursing / pumping cover. This is optional. I don't have a nursing cover, or I think I actually do, but I've never used it. I just use one of Leo's Swaddles, and whenever I'm pumping and like somebody comes over, if I don't have my LVs in or my Freemie and I just have my Medela one, then I normally just grab one of Leo's Swaddles, and like your pumps are right here and you just grab your little Swaddle, and I kind of just grab the corners of it and I just tie it over me like this. I know I look pretty weird, but whatever. So you put this over yourself and then your pumps are underneath you, and that's it. Nobody sees your booties and your pumps out. Sometimes, honestly, it just depends on who it is. I really don't care if my pumps are out, but occasionally I'll just throw on one of Leo's Swaddles and I'll put it over. That way your pumps and your boobies are hidden under there, but it's just optional. They actually sell like nursing covers or pumping covers. That way you can just put them over yourself, but if you have a Swaddle, it works just the same way and you save money on buying an actual nursing cover. Next thing I was gonna suggest are gallon-sized Ziploc bags or what they call wet bags, and that is for putting your pump parts in the fridge in between uses. Now, before I say this, let me just say I'm not a lactation consultant, I'm not a medical professional, and this is just what works with me, and I know a whole bunch of other people that actually do this, and it's called the fridge hack. Don't do it if you don't feel safe, if you don't feel like it is clean or whatever. But so in between uses, in between pumping sessions, you can actually put your pumping parts in the fridge and it'll keep them from growing bacteria, and so you don't have to wash them every single time that you pump, because on a normal work day I will pump around 5 times a day. And to be honest, I don't have the time of day to be sitting there after every single pump session and washing and scrubbing my parts and then drying them off so they can be ready for next session. So what I do is I use them one time in the morning and then I put them in a Ziploc bag, or sometimes I just lay out like paper towels in a certain part in my fridge, and then I'll put my pump parts in there. And then at the next use, I'll pull them out, I'll use them, and then I'll pour my milk into a bottle and then put them back in the fridge. So that is what I suggest the Ziploc bag for. There's people that actually purchase wet bags. They're actually made for, I don't know what stuff, but they sell actual wet bags, and so you can put them in there and then put them in the fridge. Definitely do your research on that. I know some people, it just depends on how you feel about that. If you want to do that, then you know that's okay. But if you feel better and more comfortable with just rinsing your parts after every use, then you do you, girl. The next thing I was going to suggest is a pumping app, or like a baby app. Oh, look at Leo, he's asleep. He's so cute. Let me show you guys what I have. So mine is called, I'm not sure if you can see it, it's called Pump Log. I hope you can see it. Pretty much it'll show you everything that you have pumped, and so you keep a log of everything. I like to, every single time that I start pumping, I will start the timer, and this is the nice thing about it, that it has a timer. So you literally just click it and it starts running your timer, and you set however many minutes you want. Click create new record, and then it has left side and right side, and so you input however much milk you had on your left side, however much milk you had on the right side, and then hit save. And then at the end of the day, it'll have the total amounts, and so you kind of keep a log of everything you have pumped, and it gives you an idea of what you average on a normal day. It's really nice to have something like that. I know there's a whole bunch of different other apps that you can use, but personally that's what I like. It's called Pump Log. And then the very last thing, you guys, that I was going to suggest are supplements. And now these are optional, obviously, whatever works with your body. These personally work with my body, and I think I've mentioned them a lot of times, but they just help with your milk production and to make more milk. So I definitely recommend getting some supplements that are good for you and that are going to help your milk production and help you have a healthy milk supply. And so these are legendary. Again, I mentioned them before. This is Liquid Gold. This is my favorite one and the one that works the best with me. I normally take it on a daily basis, and it's honestly great for milk production and helps you get such a great milk supply. I always recommend Liquid Gold to anybody that's struggling with a milk supply or like low milk supply. It honestly works wonders and is definitely Liquid Gold. Also, Milky Mama's products, I believe, are all fenugreek free as well, and so that's what I really like about them. From Milky Mama, I've only tried Lady Leche and then their emergency brownies, and their emergency brownies are awesome, you guys. So definitely check them out. I will link them down below, and I will link Legendary down below as well. But that's it, guys. That wraps it up for today's video. I definitely hope that you like it. I definitely hope that some of these products help you out with your pumping journey. Definitely let me know if you check any of these out, or if any of these have helped you out before. I would love to know, and let me know what you think about this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks. Bye.